Of course, we're going to play first. I see no reason to not keep this hand. Turn 1 Vanguard, or turn 2 Vanguard actually. I guess the question is, do I turn 3 Chosen or turn 3 Wingsteed Rider? And I think the proper play is just to develop my board out further. In a vacuum, that is. We'll see what he plays at this point, and that may inform our decision about what to do in our next turn. Baleful Eidolon. Well, then I'm definitely developing the board out because I cannot just blindly sling into a Baleful Eidolon. I think I'll keep my second color hidden right now. I don't need double blue. The Baleful Eidolon is going to keep the Vanguard at bay for a little while until I draw something to clear it out of the way, either like a Voyage's End or God's Willing, something like that. Or I can Wave Crash Triton and then tap it down. So I think we're going to swing with the Wingsteed Rider first. And then I'm going to play the Wave Crash Triton. The idea being that on my next turn, I can cast Chosen of Heliod on the Wave Crash Triton and tap down the Baleful Eidolon. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm one turn away from casting this guy, 2 land drops away from bestowing that guy. It's actually going to be tough to know what to bestow this guy onto, either the Wingsteed Rider or the Vanguard. I think I bestow this onto the Vanguard to give him some evasion, because this guy's naturally got evasion anyway. My opponent looks like he's just missing land drops here. So it's okay. He'll be able to do some blockage. Okay, now the question is, do I Chosen? Yeah, so I'm going to Chosen onto the Wave Crash Triton, tap down the Baleful Eidolon, where he can't really profitably block right now. Well, he can block. They'll just bounce off each other. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to develop my board a little bit further. Oh, whoops, I can't develop my board a little bit further. I miscounted his mana cost. Or I could Chosen onto the Vanguard. Or I could just attack with the Wingsteed Rider. This is actually kind of tricky. Or I could Chosen onto the Vanguard and make kitty cat tokens. I have a lot of options here. I'm just not sure which one's the right one. I'm going to Chosen onto the Wave Crash Triton. We're going to tap down this guy. That'll let me draw a card. Keep neglecting the draw a card thing in there. Draw a card. Planes, that's pretty sweet. So now we just swing team. He blocks Vanguard and just bounces off him. Doesn't need to regenerate or anything. And then he doesn't? Why would you? Oh, he's playing around a combat trick. Okay, that seems reasonable. Take an extra 2 points of damage to play around like Triton Tactics or something. So again, I'm left with kind of an interesting decision here. Drop the land. I'm just going to attack even if he blocks here and tries to activate the regenerate, it's not going to do anything because it's not lethal damage. I've got God's Willing up in case he's got some kind of trick or something to try and kill my Vanguard. No, he's just going to activate the... Oh, Boon of Erebos. God's Willing. We will choose black. Bin the land. So essentially, he's just going to lose 2 life here. So now I think next turn, I'm going to bestow the Flitter Step Eidolon onto the Vanguard and just start pounding in. He could have something to blow me out here. So he got Pharika's Cure? Nope. So now I just come up top. Come in for 5. I don't really need to attack with anything else right now. And then he's just dead to my next attack. He's completely missing land drops here, so I can't underestimate his deck. I'm assuming he's also got Gray Merchant in a deck like this. So what could I be looking at? Pharika's Cure is a possibility. Pharika's Cure, Gray Merchant, Whip of Erebos, I saw go around. I don't think I need anything else really to deal with what he's showing me, so let's submit that. Again, putting the Battlewise Hoplite in because for some reason I didn't put him in the initial build. Yeah, there were a lot of decisions in that game. I wasn't 100% sure which was the right one. I'm not sure there was a straight up right or wrong one in many of those. And let's see, this one I think I have to ship. Although, I only need to draw a white source. I'm going to try it. This is kind of experimental here. I'm not sure if it's good or not. I'm assuming he's going to... I can't believe... Oh, I know why he's playing Springleaf Drum. And there's my white source for my favorite Hoplite, which cuts me off the Nullify, but it still gives me Battlewise Valor and God's Willing. And the Nullify may matter much later in the game. So I think I swing into him and then God's Willing. Or do I... Yeah. I'm going to do that. Yep, I kind of expected that. Just let that ride. I think we're going to start thinking about keeping the Nullify mana up as he gets higher and higher in his mana, because he's got 4 available right now. I'm assuming he's playing the Springleaf Drum. Yeah, if you want to go tit for tat, I'm fine with that. Boy, howdy. Let's attack first. Let's attack. If he doesn't have a trick, then I'll run the land out and keep Nullify mana up. Yep. So I'm not going to bother casting the Battlewise Valor just yet. I don't think I need it. Oh, it's only auras. It doesn't stop that. Okay. That makes me sad. But you know what? Oh, he's got lifelink now. Yep. Fuck you. It probably was not the most efficient use of that spell. Let's see what we draw here. We draw Wingsteed Rider. So if he wants to spend 4 mana on burying a Baleful Eidolon, getting one attack in with it and letting it die, I'm okay with that. Grey Merchant. I'm so waiting for Grey Merchant. What? Oh, sad face. Yeah. Battle-Wise Valor. Voltron this guy a little bit bigger. I can go on the bottom. Play a land, and now we can God's Willing and Nullify in the same turn if we need to. So if he goes to cast, I'm still expecting a Grey Merchant. He may not have one, but it's exactly the card you would want in a deck like this. Protection from black. Black. Put on bottom. I can counter any creatures that he casts at this point. So I think I would rather do that than Grip Tide. I'd rather draw into another creature, like a Nyxborn Triton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just bestow him. 2, 3. That'll leave me shields down. So if I bestow next turn, so he's 4. I hit him for 4. That puts him to 7. If I bestow next turn, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm going to do, so he's a 2-turn clock one way or the other. So if I attack right now and keep Nullify mana up, then he goes to cast a creature. I counter the creature, untap, bestow my Nyxborn Triton, and swing for lethal. That's the plan. And it looks like it was a good plan. It was exactly the card I was expecting him to cast. Now I believe this is going to be lethal here, if I've done my math right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to get a +1/+1. And we come in for Xaxes. Wow, I think that was well played on my part. I do believe I did that exactly right. Awesome sauce. That went very well. I'll see you guys in round 3.
Why are there so many ostriches? I was promised only a few ostriches.